Hi guys, we are going to take a look at Email 2.0, specifically how to send a simple email. So let's go to Tools, Email 2.0, and I'm going to create a new email. So I'm going into New Email. All right, who it's from, put anything you want. And that's what it's going to show up as, Donald Duck, and then in brackets, mailer@skiportal.org. Okay, reply to, make sure that is the correct email address or you're not going to get your replies. It won't come to you. And then you can CC if you want. You have to put in a subject. Well, that was easy. All right, now who are we sending it to? And this is quite a bit more evolved than it was in the past. So if you're in a division, you're going to have multiple clubs you can pick from. I'm not, I'm just in a club, so there you go. And I want to pick my students. Okay, so there's all my students. I can look at them. I can sort them. And I can opt not to send it to them. See, 186, 185, 184. I don't want any, I want one, right? So you can narrow it down. Now you can continue to apply filters. So I've got member type is students, right? But I might only want students that are in my visitors program. So all of your programs will show up here, and then the program number beside it. And this is where it's handy if you set your programs up to keep the short name actually short. Okay, so there's my weekly, and then yeah, whether they're accepted or not accepted, right? This should be pretty self-explanatory. I got CAD certifications for instructors if I wanted to pick only those with certain certifications. I wanted those that were doing snow sports, whatever, I could do that. Okay, so that's students and non-students. I can also pick from one of my distribution lists. Now there's a distribution list video that you can look at to see how you create them. But if I was to pick it, then I would have the persons on my distribution list have now been added to my senders. Additionally, you can now say, this is probably more relevant for divisions, but regardless, you can say, I want this to go to my student coordinator, my volunteer coordinator, and people who have the addresses on my contacts page. Okay, so you can decide if you want to add those or not. And now also new, you can pick your donors. So if I wanted donors that had given under this is the campaign, right? So under the general donations campaign, I would click that, and then those people would be added to my list. If I sort by member type, there's my donors. Okay, so that's how you decide who you're sending this to. When you're done, make sure you hit use this list. Okay, so use this list. Let's say that this is a list that I really wanted to use over and over and over again. I could just save it as a distribution list, and then next time I came in here, I could just go distribution list and then pick that distribution list, and this would be the people that I would begin with. Okay, so I'm using these participants. Now, here's where the magic happens. So you got 3 ways that you can craft an email. This video is going to talk about 2 of them, the simple and the formatted. I'm going to do formatted first, just because that's what we always had before. So if I go to formatted, then I get it's called the SummerNote editor, and you can go ahead and key in some text. What you can do. So this is exactly like we had before. Okay, so if I go done, then that's the note, it's summer note, that's what it's going to send. Now there's one more new thing here that I'm going to show you, and that is you can now copy from a Word document or another document. It's a little bit hit and miss, but it does work. Here's an example. I have a Word document. That's not going to work, so I'll take it out. I have a Word document that looks like this, right? So it's whatever, bunch of stuff. So I'm going to go Control A, copy, and I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go paste, and there it is. So it's not exactly the same, right? But it's close. Now, keeping in mind that the email is going to be about 650 characters wide. This is significantly wider. There's going to be some formatting gymnastics that goes on there. Okay, so I'm done. All right. So I've done two types of summer notes, one where I type it in, one where I actually paste. And now, attachments are attachments. Nothing's changed there. If I want to attach a document, I can. Right, so I'll just attach something. Select a file there. I'll attach something. There we go. Okay, now I want to know what this looks like before I send it out to 370 people. So now I can go send me a sample. Just to say, if I didn't have people, a body, or a subject, I wouldn't be able to do that. Okay, so if this is grayed out, it's because you haven't got everything quite filled in yet. So there we go. I'm going to send myself a sample, and there it is. Just to point out, it came from Donald Duck, right? Because that's what I changed it to. It has an attachment, and this is what it looks like. This was a copy and paste from a Word document. So this is how it came out. It's not bad. And this is the new kind of format. This is cleaned up. The top is cleaned up as well at the bottom. It has this footer, a little bit cleaner footer at the bottom, and that's on every email that you send. That automatically gets appended. Okay, so that's that. If I were to go into email history, and the way I do that is, again, Tools, Email 2.0, History, right? So this is the history of all the email that was sent on behalf of your club. Then here's the email that was sent, and what I can see now is that A, it was sent, but B, it was opened. So let's push this off to 370 people. Let's go ahead and, we love this. We're going to send it. I sincerely hope it doesn't go, but here it goes. All right. So it's scheduled that email. If I look in my email history, there it is. Thankfully, it's waiting. So there we are. But just to say here that when somebody opens that email that is sent, then you're going to be able to see that it was read. What we did was a formatted email. And now let's take a look at doing a simple email. Same thing. New email, and then again the from, to, that all stays the same. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the body and I'm going to go to simple, and simple is simple. So done. I want to send that to myself. Need a subject. Simple sample, send myself a sample. There it is. There's my simple sample. That's it. Hi, first name, right? Snowline is the first name in my in my particular member profile. Simple and formatted email, blah, blah. So that's it. And if you have any questions, please contact me, and thanks for listening.